So, welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today, we are going to be going through all of the news that has been going on with ARK Survival Evolved, because there was a new community crunch 264 on Friday, which gave us more Genesis Part 2 reveals, which is absolutely amazing. On Sunday, which was yesterday, there was some news on the Conquest servers, Season 3, so it's all going to be as much news as possible put into one video. Now, one thing that you guys would notice, there's always socks in the background of my video, but there isn't today. And the reason why is because they're all nice and clean. But, apart from that, if this video hits 750 likes, I will put loads of socks up for the next video for you guys. And we're going to be working on some ARK socks as well, so don't worry about that. Let's see if this video can hit 750 likes. Also, if you guys want to keep up to date with ARK, and like over the last sort of 5 years, like a lot of you guys have, make sure to be subscribed if you're not subscribed, because literally like 70% of you that watch my videos aren't even subscribed to the channel, which is just crazy. I mean, I know sometimes you watch a video and you don't always subscribe to the channel, but if you love ARK, then this is the place to be. So anyway, Community Crunch 264, Federation Crop Plot, Shadow Main, and more. Now, the first one you will see is the new loadout mannequin, which is coming to the game, obviously with Genesis Part 2. It's even cooler than I thought it was. So, last week we began sharing new images of the Maywing, Exomech, and the egg incubation device. We're continuing the trend this week by sharing more images of upcoming Genesis 2 content, starting off obviously with the Federation Crop Plot. Now, while I have a bit of my water, yes, I did already show you guys this in a video. So they did share a lot of this stuff on Twitter before the loadout mannequin. So the loadout mannequin was the only one they haven't shown, but they did show us both of these. So it says, test your green thumb and expand your gardening possibilities with the Federation Crop Plot that allows you to raise harvestable plants just about anywhere, which is fantastic. Then there was the Shadow Main, which is never mind its lightning fast chain teleport strike. By the time you're aware of the Shadow Main's presence, it's probably too late. This one obviously was shown on Twitter. For me, this one wasn't as exciting as the other ones, because in the trailer of Genesis, sometimes we all forget that in the actual trailer, we've got loads of stuff of the, like, you know, that we can see of the creatures in it, the Shadow Main being one of them. So, for me, this wasn't the most exciting thing. At least it was new information, but it wasn't like, for me, it wasn't like, oh, wow, something I haven't seen before type of thing. But it's still cool to see a Shadow Main up close. These are definitely not going to be very friendly unless you tame one, obviously. And then the one we hadn't seen is the loadout mannequin. Make every second count by storing your equipment on loadout mannequins. Quickly visualize your gear, hotbar items, and complete a full equipment swap. So this is it, more up close as you guys can see. So you can name it your own different stuff. So you've got your defense kit, raiding kit, and taming kit. Now, you will most likely be able to name them whatever you want them to be. I think this is probably just an example. So the raiding kit, as you can see, it's got the full flak armor here. You've got the weapons that you want, the healing potions that you want, the cryopod, the C4. Then you've got something a little bit different with the defense kit here. And then what the person wants to go out in their taming stuff over here as well. This is going to make life in ARK so much easier, just because you're not going to have to constantly just go put things on one by one. And I feel like that's what is going to make people's life so much easier. And this is obviously one of the new things coming to ARK. In the background, I think you can kind of see that they're on the Genesis ship. You can sort of tell by this like strange sort of background hole type thing. Like, it looks like they're going to be in this is at somewhere Rockwell's place. But yeah, no, it looks nice. I'm looking forward to seeing the mannequins, well, the loadouts, and making the game a lot easier to basically play. Now, as you can see, when we come off of here, there was other Genesis 2 wallpapers, which I can get up for you guys. I'm sure you've seen it already. This was the Exomech, one of the things I've shown all last week, which looks really, really, really cool. And then as we click off of that, we also showed the egg incubator device, which is going to basically be the easiest way to hatch the kids on there, hatch the babies, and make, you know, just that a lot easier. I mean, I mentioned in one of my other videos that with the egg incubation device, it's crazy to be how far we've come since the days of using campfires, you know, right from the beginning of ARK. But then moving on to this one. Oh, did I get up 2 of the egg incubator? I didn't. I thought that was the Maywing one I clicked on. Oh, wildcard. And then when you click on that, it just takes you to the egg incubator. That's a little glitch. Well, not a glitch, but a little error by them. But I will, before we end the video, I will go to the Maywing one, which is on this page. There is no Evo event, and there won't be one now, really, guys, unless they just randomly treat you to an Evo event. Sometimes they do actually do. There won't be another community crunch, another Evo event, probably until the summer event. I mean, I'm sure up until then they might give you one off or maybe another one. They might give you 2 Evo events building up to that. But the next event now is ARK's birthday. And ARK's birthday, if I'm correct, is June or July. I think it might be June. So we'll probably get some for Genesis Part 2, I would have thought. So that's obviously literally in a month today. 26th it is today of April, and in a month it is coming out. So you might see 1 or 2 come before then, but there won't really be another big one until the next event, which after the Easter event, it's always the biggest, like, long time away until you get the next one, which is obviously always summer. I think there's the ARK birthday one, then it's the summer bash, from what I know. But yeah, anyway, I'll be making videos on them after Genesis Part 2. And then there's some community corner stuff, which obviously I would love to show to you guys, but I can't because due to, you know, it's not my content. But we got a house with a dino pen, how to build video here. We've got the ARK PvP channel here, as you can see. And then we've got some art here. We've got some fan art, which is really cool, which reminds me of the new animated series that's going to be coming our way. Again, some more animated stuff by TechArk. I do follow TechArk on Twitter, and just fantastic art content there. We've got an Easter Rock Drake, as you can see. And then, the Tactical Drudon Backpack Commission here, which is a very interesting design. We've got a Reaper Queen here, which is a drawing. Is this Extinction? I think that might be Extinction, which is cool. And then we've got some in-game screenshots. The Scorched Earth one, unless it's a modded map. And then we have... I mean, these are quite cool ones. A lot of them are modded, because some people say in the comment section, where does this all come from? And a lot of these are modded stuff, as you can see here, with some more modded pictures. But yeah, fantastic. Everyone's happy that there's some new patch notes out and stuff, so that's brilliant. And yeah, it's exciting. I mean, the next few weeks is mainly just going to be reveals building up to Genesis Part 2, which I'll be doing for you guys. But I just can't wait to start making some new content on Genesis Part 2. I've got, yes, the biggest question that I get in like every video is what happened to the series. Basically, something corrupted with one of the files, and then I had to restart it again, and then it corrupted again because it was on a modded map. And then I just thought to myself, why don't I just sort of begin fresh from Genesis Part 2, and just, because I was meant to be doing that series all the way up to Genesis Part 2, but I just feel like it's probably best to start a whole new journey with Genesis Part 2, and then moving that series all the way on to ARK 2, and whatever else comes out onto that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And then introducing Conquest Season 3. Conquest are being reintroduced by Snail Games, and to kick off the new season, our current classic PvP season will end, and servers will be wiped shortly before the new Conquest servers begin on April the 22nd, so 7th, sorry, so tomorrow at 10 AM Pacific, that is happening. The new season details is experience, so that is ×2, all of the rates compared to the standard official servers. No cave building, scaling of weapon damage has been reduced. Tribes are set to 25 players max. Tribe alliances are disabled, though informal alliances are allowed. Servers have a maximum player count of 100. The maps available on the 27th launch is the Island, Scorched Earth, Ragnarok, Valgaria in the center. The following maps will be added on May 7th, Aberration, Extinction, Genesis 1 and Crystal Isles. Tech is enabled. Titans will be available on Extinction on the 7th, but will not be able to be transferred between servers. No specific creature balance or spawn changes. There'll be a 24-hour cooldown on tribe slot reuse. Disable Dino Unclaiming, so that's now disabled. And then disable non-tribe pin code access to structures. So that pretty much is all of your news on ARK Survival Evolved right now. There will be a second video coming out later tonight for you guys, because there is kind of going to be a little bit of a pattern where there's going to be most days 2 uploads a day, which is just basically on the new grind that I'm going to be doing for you guys, just because, you know, I need to I'm really going to be working hard in moving into Genesis Part 2 and ARK 2. Like, I want to take this channel 10 times more even. I mean, I've always taken the channel so seriously, and I've learned so much every single year, but I'm coming up to my 5th year. Well, no, I've hit my 5th year of ARK content, and it's going to be changing quite a lot moving into the future, and that's because Genesis Part 2 is the final DLC of ARK 1. I was 16 years old when I first made my first ARK video. I'm now 22, and it's crazy how much life changes and how much stuff is changing. And obviously, I've got to think about my future as a person moving into, like, just life. Like, because obviously, you know, I want to do YouTube for the rest of my life if I possibly can, and that's what I want to work towards. But obviously, sometimes in life, you can't always expect that. But I'm going to be working so hard for you guys, bringing as much content as I can out, and hopefully with ARK 2, we can see ARK grow into something 10 times bigger than it is. I have dreams of where I want to take the channel. We're coming up to 200,000 subscribers. We're like 7,000 away, and I have dreams for ARK 2 of, you know, getting the channel to 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 to 1 million. And I never really had those dreams and those. Well, I always had those dreams, but I never really expected that to be a thing, because I didn't realize, I didn't think they'd ever do an ARK 2. Well, no, I did, but I didn't, you know, I wasn't 100% ever confirmed, if you know what I mean. I did videos of them talking about ARK 2, but I kind of thought Wildcard were just going to keep the first one going on for a long time. So for me, having, you know, I was going to think of going back into sort of like, I know this isn't new stuff, but I was thinking of going back into more full-time work, which is what I didn't really want to do. I wanted to stick to do YouTube full-time. But with ARK 2 coming out, that gives me that sort of boost to be able to keep grinding so hard with YouTube and hopefully see the channel grow to an amazing state. And I cannot wait for that. And I'm going to be working so hard to, you know, you don't get anything in life without hard work. And I know sometimes I take a break over the weekend, but there's not going to be breaks. I'm going to be working so hard, and yeah. But anyway, if you guys want the socks back in the background, 750 likes, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See you guys later.